Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This one's a bit different than my normal content. I'm going to be walking through my pick'em predictions for the ELeague 2017 Major. This pick'em is a little bit different than previous ones due to the use of the Swiss system. And so in this one we have a team that we think will go 3-0, a team that we think will go 0-3, and then we pick the other 7 teams that we think will advance out of the group stages. So to start off with our 3-0 team, I picked Astralis. Now over the history of this lineup, although it's changed, the team really hasn't been very consistent at all, and they're known for choking in semifinals a lot. Now, partially due to the weaknesses of other teams at the moment, I think Astralis has actually been looking really good. They've performed super well at the past few tournaments they've been at, and I think this new lineup is kind of that honeymoon time frame that we talk about sometimes is going to take play here. They seem really happy with Glaive, and seems like KGB has finally been utilized correctly. So moving on, we have Godsent, who I think Godsent and Astralis are actually playing each other in the first round. So we'll see. I could just ruin everything in that first game. But I do think Godsent is going to go 0-3. This is probably not super common of a prediction, but I really don't think Godsent is that good. The lineup hasn't worked even since its creation, and even when they had Crims it wasn't working. And the rumors that Flusha and JW will be moving back to Fnatic after this major make me think even more that they're going to go 0-3. Moving on to the other 7 teams that I think will advance out of the group stages. I'm going to start with Team Liquid. Now this is probably another guess that is going to be disputed, but I really do think Liquid is good enough to advance and maintain their legend status. They have been boot camping for about 2 weeks now, I think, over in Europe, and they've been working on a lot of stuff, it seems. So honestly, they seem to perform well at majors. Like, some people will say that's just because of Simple, but I think that they're good enough to where they can win 3 matches. Moving on, we've got Virtus Pro, who is one of the more dominant teams throughout the past year. They seem really happy with each other. They're good teammates, and I think that'll just simply be enough to push them over the edge. Next, we have Na'Vi, who again has been boot camping. I think they've been working really hard for this major, and Simple, of course, probably has one of the greatest drives to win of any player. So I think they should easily advance. Next we have Optic Gaming, who in my opinion is a really momentum and confidence-based team, and because of their recent good performances, including at ELeague, I think that they're going to advance. Now, I mean, all of these players have the potential to go off, Tarek and Naf, Rush and Mixwell, even Stanislaus sometimes, but I don't think they're really top players. However, I think this confidence is going to be enough to where they'll be able to win 3 matches. Next we've got North, who's also been boot camping. They seem really eager to impress their new owners, and who couldn't after what they've received. I saw pictures from their boot camp where they're actually boot camping in the soccer stadium of the team that owns them. Looks very neat. And yeah, they've also been a very good team over the past few months, and I don't see them failing. Next we've got SK Gaming, which was actually a tough choice for me. I almost didn't choose them to get out of the groups, just because of their stand-in Fox at the moment. I personally do not think Fox is a very high-skilled player. I know that SK chose him because he's one of the few players that speaks Portuguese and didn't play in the last major qualifier, which means he can actually play on this team. However, the other 4 players, the core of SK, should be enough to move them out of this group stage. Last but not least, we have FaZe Clan, who I think is actually going to be really good this major. Now, they added Kerrigan a few months ago and attended a couple lands right after that addition, where they performed pretty decently. Now that they've had a few months to practice with him, I think they're actually going to be quite dominant. So I am really excited for this major. I'd love to hear your all's pick'em predictions in the comments, so let me know. I hope you enjoyed.